Time to talk about the big bad guy everybody's been talking about. Hi, I'm Warren with Crackerjack Games. If you like cool cards and hot deck techs, be sure to like and subscribe. To see this full deck list, check out the Moxfield link in the comments. It's Sephiroth, Fabled Soldier, the most powerful aristocrat we've ever seen. When enters or attacks, you may sacrifice a creature. If you do, draw a card. I think we can build around that. Whenever another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. If this is the 4th time this ability is resolved this turn, transform him. You get Sephiroth, One-Winged Angel. He has Supernova. As he transforms, you get an emblem. When he attacks, you may sacrifice any number of other creatures. If you do, draw that many cards. So, one of the biggest problems with an Aristocrats deck is sometimes you just run out of stuff to do. You're going to flip Sephiroth all the time. That means you're going to get to refill your hand all the time. You got to win con and card draw in the command zone. That means somewhere along the way we're going to have to find a way to make tons of mana, but I'm sure we can do that in mono black. Let's take a look at the rest of the deck and see what we're doing. We're playing all the stock aristocrat stuff. So we've got sack outlets like Carrion Feeder and Viscera Seer and Yahenni, Undying Partisan. We're playing recursive creatures like Gravecrawler and Forsaken Miner. And of course we have payoffs like Blood Artist and Zulaport Cutthroat. I'm a big fan of Warren Soul Trader. And it pairs really nicely with Gravecrawler. Now we're also playing Jekt, Reluctant Guardian, which deals combat damage to a player, transform it. You get Braska's Final Aeon. That's some card draw. And at the end, each opponent sacrifices 2 creatures. So if your Sephiroth hasn't transformed yet, it will here. The other thing I really like to do when I'm playing a sacrifice deck is play Mind Slicer, because I get to choose when it dies. And if you've never played the Meep before, or even knew that it was available, as it's only a secret lair card, this is like Craterhoof Behemoth for 3 mana, potentially. Go to combat, sacrifice a creature, all of your creatures become base XX. Now, we're getting creatures into the graveyard, we're putting opponents' creatures into the graveyard. We might as well include some Reanimator cards like Reanimate, or Dread Return. Hey, let's sacrifice some creatures and flip Sephiroth into another emblem. Why not? Or we can play Rejoin the Fight. And of course, you get big and splashy with Breach the Multiverse. I do love playing 7 mana and milling everyone for 10. Seeing the life drain from their eyes is always nice. Fairly new to the party, but definitely a staple in this deck would be Afterlife from the Loam. This is going to be 3 mana, reanimate 4 creatures. And by my count, that's a way better rate than even Reanimate. Now, we don't get counter spells, but we can protect our creatures with these undying effects like Malakir Rebirth and Not Dead After All. And I'm sure you thought, well, why aren't you playing the sword? Well, we are playing the Masamune, which I've never ever said out loud before, and I'm sure I said it wrong. But it's Sephiroth's sword, so why wouldn't we play this in a deck? The mana base is pretty stock for a mono black deck, and we are for sure playing Cabal Coffin and Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth. Like I said, Sephiroth draws cards and is a payoff, so we need to make mana somehow, right? And monocolor decks need to be running Throne of Eldraine. Obviously, having 3 black mana every time we tap it is real good. And as well, we're playing Scepter of Eternal Glory. Let's get some Warhammer 40,000 into this deck. And you thought I wasn't going to play a cool board wipe? Yeah, we're playing the Meat Hook Massacre. We've had a bunch of reprints now. It's starting to become marginally affordable. So I think you should pick yourself up a copy. This card's just so powerful. He replaces himself right away. You know he's going to be the target of stuff from the moment he hits the battlefield. And when you include cards like Accursed Marauder or Plague Crafter, and everyone has to sacrifice a creature, you can get him to flip almost instantly. So, you made it this far, you might as well hit the subscribe button. The full Moxfield list is in the comments. I'm surprised you haven't checked it out yet. Hope this helps.